Since pineapple on pizza is like socially accepted.
Fucking.
Oh my
Oh
god.
my god, it
Oh
ruined the
my
recording.
God.
Oh my.
We're two broke college kids with lots to say, and we're totally qualified. Welcome to our podcast,
I thought we were gonna do the back and forth thing.
Totally Qualified. I am Freddy,
And my name is Sergio.
and today
So yeah, you can abbreviate totally qualified, like the podcast, to TQP. So welcome to TQP.
I was kind of waiting for you to like finish the rest of my sentence because I thought you saying that that's what you thought we were gonna do made it seem like I was okay with it. So I was waiting for you to We're gonna talk about
I know. I honestly don't know what you're talking about. This guy is talking mad rhymes.
we're gonna talk about
He's
the
talking
things
ciphers.
that we need in our lives.
I'm sorry, I'm tired right now. What things do we need in our lives? I need sleep, dude.
I need chicken strips.
Does that call for a late night run to McDonald's?
No, because McDonald's doesn't have chicken strips right now.
Oh, that sucks. They don't have it past midnight or past a certain time.
No, they just had a shortage of chicken strips. So they took it off the menu indefinitely.
That's so sad.
It was a sad day when,
What one was this?
like, a month ago. I don't know if it's back, so I haven't been to McDonald's.
Yeah, no, my coworker and I went to McDonald's recently. He got some.
Oh, they're back? Oh, damn, I'm so happy.
All right, so
Not
we
really.
might be going anyway.
It's 3 a.m.
Shut up, dude.
Okay. The things we need in our lives. Okay, I think sleep's a pretty important one.
Mm-hmm. Do you have like a certain amount of sleep that you need?
It depends on what I need to do the next day.
Mm-hmm.
If I have, like, class, I've been able to, like, handle class with, like, 4 hours of sleep. So
Okay.
I feel like the bare minimum that I need to get through a majority of, like, important stuff in the day is, like, 4 hours.
Okay.
Preferably, I would probably get, like, 8. But I
mhm.
don't need 8.
Dude, when I get 8 hours of sleep, I get messed up for the rest of my day. I don't
Really?
know why. Yeah, it's like too much sleep for me. I think it's just because of my body conditioning me from freaking school and like work. Because I work sometimes late shifts, like I get off at 2 a.m. But like, it just messed me up. And like, 8 hours just seems way too long to me. Like, my body, I have a headache when I wake up. I'm groggy. I can't do anything for like at least 2 hours. And then I'm like, shit, kind of boned. But 6 hours is a good amount. 7 hours is kind of pushing it, but that's good. Anything less than that, like, kind of messes me up. But if I get 2 hours of sleep, it's more of a nap, and that helps me out. But yeah, that's just sleep in general. We've been talking about sleep for a while, actually.
Yeah.
Huh?
So sleep's important.
Yeah.
What
no,
else is important?
No, guys, get your sleep. Sleep deprivation is a thing, and it fucks you up. At least depression. And did you pause that video?
No.
Sorry, we have
This
a
is
video.
off topic.
Yeah, we have a video playing in the background, and I think it just froze. Anyway, what do you need in your life, Freddie?
As general and basic as what this is.
Okay, probably we should probably avoid like the basic stuff. Like sleep was kind of.
I was
a
gonna say
given.
music.
Okay.
I kind of need music to just like not only enjoy like music, but I also need it to like function in most cases.
Okay.
Like it helps me stay focused on things that I need to do.
Which is kind of sad because I can kind of agree with that. I love having music just to focus. But so far, the only job that I know of that actively, like, it's a commonplace to allow you to listen to music is computer programming.
Well, because Aren't you like not really monitored in those jobs?
Well, computer programming in particular, like employers, they know specifically that you need to have a steady stream of focus, and like the music allows you to drown out the sounds, which helps you focus continuously on the task at hand. And they kind of just leave you be unless it's really important. So yeah, it's not like they don't supervise you, but they just kind of are as hands off as they can be, because they understand that you need to be have your own space, your own time, your own focus for the job.
Okay.
But I don't think many other jobs are like that.
No, definitely not.
Yeah, no. Like it made me really sad. So I'm a mechanical engineer major, and my teacher for engineering intro to engineering, he was like, "And guys, for your homework, stop listening to music. Your employers will never let you listen to music on the job." I'm like, "Oh, please don't break my heart here. Please. Don't make me switch to CS. I don't want to do that."
I might be biased in saying that because I'm a music major,
Just a tad.
and that's kind of like
What your job will be.
like when this topic says things that we need in our lives, I actually need music because that's gonna be like my career.
I feel like the one thing that okay, what's one thing that you want to accomplish in your life, I guess, above all else?
Be a music teacher.
Okay, that's pretty sweet, actually. I like that. I like that. Why are you laughing at Gordon Ramsay,
No, I'm
Freddie?
laughing at your response.
No, you're laughing at Gordon
No, I'm
Ramsay.
not.
Yeah, no, Gordon Ramsay just appeared in the video that is playing in the background. Sorry for saying visuals on an audio-based podcast.
Anyway, my ideal job would be to teach music.
All right, like in what case? Like how old? And for what?
Preferably for college students.
Okay.
I'd be down with high school students also.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if I'd want to teach music theory or music history. I feel like music history is the easier subject to teach, but it also takes more effort to make it interesting.
Yeah.
Because music theory is generally that's generally a class for people who are music majors already.
Mm-hmm.
So they're going to be interested in the subject matter to begin with. Whereas music history is kind of like a GE, like you have to take this class kind of class.
Yeah, and if you're going to be doing that, like GEs, people don't care.
No, they don't care at all.
Yeah. So maybe you should teach at a high school where nobody cares. That's one thing I was sad about.
I don't know. I mean, I kind of want to connect to like
people,
the students at the same time.
So maybe colleges would be better. But I meant when I asked like for what, I thought you were gonna be like, oh, I want to be a choir teacher or like something like that effect.
I thought about that.
Oh, and just for background, Freddie likes to sing.
No, I don't.
Yeah, you do.
Yeah, I do. I thought about becoming a choir teacher, but do you have any idea how hard that is? Like how hard that actually is?
I can imagine. Just like, okay, I need you to increase the frequency of your voice by 400 megahertz, okay? And then you'll be pitch perfect. Like, how do you describe that? Like, somebody that maybe they don't have perfect pitch yet. So like, how do you say like, okay, I need you to go a little bit higher. And like, it's just like the nuances. I feel like that would be hard to convey.
It's kind of just like, I don't think that's the problem. Okay. Or I don't think that's why it's difficult being a music or being like a conductor or like a director for a choir. Mm-hmm. It's being able to hear, in some cases, hundreds of voices at the same time and be able to distinguish individually, not just what section is off, but what individual is off. Mm-hmm. You have to be able to identify hundreds of different voices because there's going to be a lot of people, and you have to be able to know like every single individual's voice. You need to be able to know like what they're capable of and like what areas in certain songs that they need to like improve on or like
And actually have a cohesive, like, articulate answer or even an explanation on how for them to improve.
yeah, because there's a there's someone that was in my choir. They graduated like this past semester. Um, the the guy that you called the hype man in our choir. Uh, he has an amazing voice. He can sing basically in any
Octave or
octave, any section. He can do. He's a baritone, bass, tenor. He's everything. Like he could do
Jeez.
literally everything. So what my director would do is, depending on what we needed for a certain song, she would change him to that section. So he would sometimes be in the bass section, be in the tenors, be in the baritone.
It's actually really impressive.
It is, yeah, it's extremely impressive. But like, as a director, you need to be able to like know what kind of people or like who in that choir is able to do that.
Mm-hmm. Who's even capable of it?
Yeah, and like being able to do that, being able to distinguish every voice, being able to like have everyone cooperate with you,
Mm-hmm.
and knowing how to conduct every individual song with every individual part needing a different way of conducting.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think I can do that. Like that's so much work that you need a certain like mentality and like composure to do. And it's just it seems really hard.
Okay, but the question is, would you want to do that?
If I could, I would.
Okay. Yeah, maybe in the future. I mean, like, dude, you still have a couple of years left, and like,
Yeah.
you're in your career of whatever you will be doing. You might learn a thing or two. Okay. So maybe that's a thing.
So that's basically like the number one thing I need in my life, and I took so much time to explain it.
Yeah,
so
bitch, you're leaving like no time for me. What the hell is this?
You have the rest of
What?
the
Huh? No, I'm gonna call you out for 2 minutes. What the fuck is this? Okay, never mind. I actually have 3 minutes.
now.
Okay, honestly, the number one. Okay, like here's the weird thing with me. I feel like I'm gonna be happy in whatever career I end up going into.
Mhm.
Like I'd be happy as a mechanical engineer major. I would be happy as a failing actor. I would be happy as like a lot of other things though, and I think it's just me like enjoying things in the moment, or at least I hope I do. But that's kind of just me, and the problem is I would probably grow tired of doing the same thing over and over again. So I would like a job with more diversity, if anything. But I mean, I feel like I'm a kind of person that would enjoy whatever, and like my point being is that career is not something that I'm really worried about. Something that I'd really want to be though, and something that I think I would need in my life is to be a dad. I would love to be a dad, and to think that I can help somebody just start their lives and give them an opportunity. That's amazing, and like for them to be their own person, that's so beautiful. And like I don't want to be like, oh yeah, and like that was my sperm that made you like that. No, nothing like that. That's kind of creepy, but just that I can be a guide to them. I believe a parent shouldn't be as much of an authoritarian figure as just more of a helper, because you have teachers that'll teach you the general knowledge stuff, and like you'll have life experiences will teach you like basic life crap, but you have your parents there to not only provide you your first steps like for food and whatnot, you have them there to help you sift through all that. And I'm going to be a very hands-off parent in the sense that I want my kids to be independent. I want them to be their own person. And I think that'd be really cool to see them grow. And I know I'm going to be the fucking biggest bitch to them. I'm going to prank them. I'm going to do everything. Oh man, I'm going to be have so much fun as a dad. But
do you want to add like 5 minutes to this?
Yes, please.
Go for it.
Thank you. But yeah, I mean, other than that, that'd be really cool. I'd probably still be throwing around the word cool when I'm like 60 years old and my kids are like already have kids and they're like, Dad, that's like something you said in the 20s. And I'm like, shit, it's like the 50s now. What am I doing with my life? Why am I still playing video games? Why am I still doing this stupid podcast? And then Freddie will be yelling at me, saying like, stop getting distracted and actually focus on the topic, which we need to. So what are the things that you want in your life? Things that you need?
Wow, can you imagine us doing this podcast like 30 years from now and still not being good at it?
No, that's actually very, very real expectation, Freddie.
I think other things that are just as important to me as music, if not more, but just something that I can't talk about as much because it's more general, is to be a dad, but also to just like have a family, just to be able to say like to be able to like say like this is something that like I've created, like not as like an individual, but like as like somebody that's like your significant other. Like
Okay,
you've created
I thought
no.
I thought you meant like yeah, we fucked each other and like we created this beautiful thing.
I don't want to talk about this topic anymore.
Okay. Something I guess I can talk about this like a good measure. Okay, I feel like I like given the choice of like like this person's gonna die. Would you risk your life to save them? Like okay, people typically fall into three categories for me at least. One, I'm like whatever, they're a bitch. Like go ahead and shoot them. Or two, like I would think about it, I'm like, oh shit, I don't want to die, but I'm like, wait, I love this person, so I'll definitely sacrifice myself or like risk my life to help them. And then two, like definite without a question, like without me even thinking about it, I would definitely try. And a good measure to figure out where you are in that list is if, well, for one, if I talk to you, you're probably in the second category already. Okay. Third category, I don't know. You have to do some. The first category, you have to do some crazy shit. Like I have to really dislike you because I really value life. And the third category though, is if I memorized your phone number, probably a good bet that like without a doubt that isn't to say it's second category. I love you guys still. Okay, it's just you guys are bitches sometimes. Okay, like I gotta think about it. I'm like, what? That one time he owed me 50 cents when I was like in second grade.
Wait a second.
Yeah.
So the way you value someone's life is dependent on whether or not you've memorized their phone number.
Okay. I know that sounds bad, but hear me out. If I memorized your phone number, that means I have taken the time to really talk to you, and that I've talked to you enough that I've pressed your phone number enough for it to be muscle memory. And currently, okay, aside from my siblings, because they don't have phone numbers, thank God. It's my mom, Chester. Sorry, my stepdad, and my dad, and a friend that I can't name currently. I don't know if she would want me to name her, and of course you buddy.
Yeah.
I memorized your number. I really wanted to say some random number.
It's 905-436-9857.
That stands for not a real number, but yeah, no. Definitely. Like I remember just talking to you on yeah, you could probably just pause it for now. We're gonna be almost done.
Yeah.
Yeah, I just remember talking to you in like sophomore year, like when we first met. That was super cool. Like, and that was something I really needed. And like, Like I remember just talking to you for like 10 minutes at a time. Like that wasn't even a problem. Like, oh man, I get to talk to Freddy for 10 minutes. That's so cool. Like, and we talk about the dumbest shit. Like what?
Do you remember the one time we played Bloons Tower Defense over the phone?
And you fucking suck, dude.
Dude, I never played it before.
You're like level 5 compared to my level 60.
I
Like,
don't know what was happening.
oh my god. This kid sucked at Bloons.
Oh my god.
But yeah, we would just theory craft Pokemon cards and like just talk about shit. Like that was super cool. And like I kind of wish I could have that kind of relationship with somebody now, but we're all kind of busy right now.
Yeah.
And like it's understandable though. But I do miss the glory days. But yeah, that's my measure. And
cool.
So I guess do you have any last words to say? Yeah, because we're already super over time.
I would say pets are also up there because they're kind of just like.
I don't know, man. Indy's a fucking bitch. I wouldn't want him around.
Indy's a goddamn asshole, but like I can't like imagine my life as of now like without him. Because he's just something to like make my mood even better when I'm happy, and to get me out of like a bad time when like I'm down. Because.
All right, sorry. Quick side question.
Oh, what's up?
Do you want to just make this our long one?
The hour one?
Well, we can't do an hour just because of our time restraint today.
Oh yeah, we can just make it the long one.
Okay, yeah, sick. Okay, guys, instead of 15 minutes that we went over, we're gonna do a long one.
We'll go to like 30.
Yeah. We could do that.
All right.
So we actually have 8 minutes. That isn't too much time.
Anyway, oh, that isn't.
Well, we'll go when we feel like when we feel like we're done.
Yeah.
Okay.
So yeah, like Indy. I've basically owned a cat since I've been like 10. Like I'm pretty sure there's been a cat in like our household since I've been 10.
And that's at an age where you're like really cognizant of like the pet.
Yeah.
And like any younger, I feel like, oh, it's just the cat. Like I like it, but it's not really like something you really care for.
Yeah. But like it adds like a depth of importance when it's kind of like your full responsibility for it. Because like other than buying food, like my mom will buy food for Indy, but other than that, like I have to like make sure like I know where he is in the house all the time.
Speaking of which, where is that bitch?
He's like right here.
Oh, really?
Yeah, he's like sleeping. He's sleeping on the chair across from me.
Oh, sick. Okay.
Yeah, like I need to know where he is, make sure he's safe, not outside. Clean like his litter box, pay for his medical bills and everything. Like it just adding him like as a responsibility just makes me feel more, I guess, like confident,
connected,
or like, more like as a person, like having a responsibility for like another life, even if it's like not like another person.
And it's a fucking jerk.
He's kind of a of a meanie.
Okay, we love Indy to death, but like he's sometimes a bitch.
Indy's pretty mean. He can be pretty mean at some points, but it's also like he's still young. He's like he's not even a year old yet.
Wait, he isn't?
No.
Holy crap, you're right. That's so weird.
Yeah, so he's still like in his like feisty little angry boy years.
His angsty years. He's being a little edgelord.
But in like a year or two, he'll be calm.
Not sick.
He'll be fine.
That'd be nice.
But yeah, I would say pets is also like another big thing, and another big factor in my life.
I can definitely agree with that. I feel like your last cat though was your first one that you really like kind of took ownership of. Like I don't think you paid for its medical bills, but like that felt like your cat.
Yeah.
definitely. And it's kind of weird. I have that kind of contrast in my life.
Hmm.
So my past dog, her name is Lucy. I got her when I was 7, and she moved from Long Beach to where we live now. And I we live in SoCal, by the way. I'm not sure if we established that. I'm not even sure if we're ever gonna put these out like on if anyone other than our friends will listen to this, but um, we live in like eastern LA County, and so it was a little bit of a move, and like my dog, my little puppy, she moved with us, and like it was like a really cool experience that we both shared, and like unfortunately in my senior year, we had to put her down. Like we think she had cancer, but like she would just drop weight, and like she couldn't get it back. She wouldn't eat, so it was really sad, and like it was like she was my dog, and since then we got a new dog like a month later. I was like, geez, parents, thanks for like the rebound like relationship you're going for. And like we got Luna, very coincidentally the same first syllable. I do not mix up the two ever. No, it sucks when I do. It makes me just sad for the rest of the day. But Luna is the family dog. She isn't my dog, although I take care of her the most. But that's mainly because I'm the one that's mostly at the house. So it's kind of weird. Like I don't feel that same ownership, even though I take care of Luna the same as I took care of Lucy. But definitely more like the family dog. Like let's say in the next couple years or whatever, next time frame, I decide to move out, I wouldn't feel obligated to be like, but what about Luna? Should I take her? Like I don't have that attachment to her.
Hmm.
So it's a little weird. She's a dork and I love her, but she's not my dog. Not my dog. But yeah, pets. Yeah, that's a good topic to bring up. Pets. That was a good one. That was a good one. And like, what about little stuff like that you feel like, oh man, my life would be in total disarray without this.
I would say just like technology in general.
Okay, that's a gimme. That's a gimme.
Like,
Let's avoid that.
all right, I guess like specific. I guess like video games,
Yeah.
because I don't. No one needs video games,
Mm-hmm.
but everyone plays them. Like
Okay, I wouldn't say everyone.
everyone plays them.
Every single person.
Every single
living
individual,
thing.
every living thing on this world has played a video.
and
Indy's played a video game.
Yeah, he's top 10 in SoCal, and what is it? Pong.
I'm top 3 in SoCal for Pong.
That's a lie, everyone. Don't believe this. It's conspiracy. No, it's conspiracy for Freddy.
Sergio doesn't know what the fuck he's talking about.
Okay, you don't know what the fuck you're talking. Okay, I think we're starting to derail.
Anyway, yeah, we can talk about video games, and then I think we'll be good.
All right, yeah.
I think just growing up, video games is like a big part in a lot of people's lives. Like, vast majority of our friends, like, we bond mostly on video games.
Oh yeah, like it was we actually took notice in each other because we were playing video games at a time we shouldn't have been. But in freshman year, I was playing on my DS when I was pretending to read a book because I was super slick, and I hid my DS behind the book I was reading. No, I think my teacher just straight up didn't care. But I think Freddy caught notice, and he was like, "Hey man, I see you play Pokemon there. Like, check out my team." And like that was like a little thing that we bonded over, and like it set up our relationship in sophomore year. That's pretty cool.
Yeah.
And like, yeah, I just remember playing like League with our group. Unfortunately, you don't play League, Freddy, but just like a bunch of little inside jokes and stuff like just spawned from it. It's really fun, really funny.
I'll start playing League eventually.
Eventually, you're gonna say that when we're 70. I'm like, what is it called? League of like
League of Champions.
League of Larrys or something. I don't
League of
know.
Larrys.
Yeah.
Can you imagine if every champion in League was called Larry?
Larry. Honestly, I would love that. As
I
like
don't
an
know why
April
you'd
Fool's.
imagine that.
Huh?
I don't know why that's something you would imagine.
I just wanted to choose something that started with L. Come on, man. Come on. Like, give me a break.
But yeah, I would say video games is also like a big thing. I think it's just like a big part of a lot of people's lives because you can like play a video game for casual enjoyment, but like you can play it as like a coping mechanism for things that are going on in your life also. Like just helping you get through like a hard time if like you don't really have too many people to talk to, or like you can just spend like 5 hours on a video game and like just pretend nothing else matters.
Or even like even though that's probably not healthy to do, to be honest. Like,
well, it's not, but it's
honestly, it's a short-term solution, which honestly sometimes people just need. They just need something short-term. But like, yeah, I was gonna jump on like it was a way to cope with stuff. Like, it's sometimes a nice release of like negative energy. I don't mean to date the podcast, but like the game Getting Over It with Bennett Foddy. It's a game with where you can where you control a man that swings around a sledgehammer, and you have to somehow climb up an absurd mountain with the worst controls ever. And it's a very frustrating game. It's very much a rage-inducing game, but that's kind of the experience of it. Like the narrator, he's Bennett Foddy, and he's like, I understand that you're going through some trouble, but failure isn't about the falling down; it's about the staying down, and that's you're just getting so frustrated playing this game, but it's just like the little victories. Like, it's okay. It's okay that I'm falling back down. It's okay that I'm starting at the very beginning again after falling down to half the mountain. It's fine. And it helps you like just learn to cope with it. And also the game Celeste that I was playing. Like, it actually talks about anxiety and depression and like it just like the little narrative that was in it, and it was pretty cool. Like, it was also kind of a rage-inducing game. It was a platformer, but really fun game. And I think sometimes video games are cool in that way. Like, they're a nice medium to have.
Yeah.
Although we're not talking about needs anymore.
I mean, it could be in some way.
Oh, yeah.
I feel like needs in your life are very like opinionated.
No, and we're definitely biased, like, in our group, because all of us are nerds and we play video games. But I mean, I guess as a segue to transition off, because we're starting. We should be closing up in a bit. What time is it?
Yeah,
we should be closing up in a bit. So one last topic, short one. So, what is something? I guess, what is something that you need to do tomorrow? Just start off something small, like something small.
I need to go to the gym tomorrow. Is that not what you wanted?
Actually, to be honest, I don't know what I was expecting.
I don't like. I was kind of confused when you asked.
Yeah, I have no idea where I'm going. I'm sorry. Wait. It's 3:40 in the morning. We're tired.
I mean, I'm telling the truth. That's something I need to do tomorrow.
Wait, no. Damn it, I don't want to be that bitch though, because tomorrow is technically today. Aha! Aha!
Guys, before I slap the shit out of Sergio, I wanna thank you all for listening to this podcast. But before we sign off, let's ask Sergio. Sergio, what do you need to do tomorrow?
Oh, I need to fucking celebrate because today's fucking Groundhog's Day. It's the best holiday, guys. Come on. You gotta agree with me. Groundhog's Day is underappreciated. It's the thing. It's the thing we need in our lives. Come on, people. Okay. Anyway, signing off.
Do you know how close we were to talking about Groundhog Day instead of this topic?
Very, very close. But we were like, what can we talk about Groundhog's Day for 15 minutes? Why don't we do it now?
I fucking hate Groundhog Day.
All right, goodbye, guys.
Bye, guys.